Hello, my name is Frankie Morrow, and I'm going to show you a PowerPoint on how to teach critical thinking. First, let's start with defining critical thinking. Critical thinking is when you analyze, assess, and reconstruct information. You can do this through the use of self-directed and self-guided thinking, through rational and logical thinking, through the use of collaboration and communication, and a well-developed problem-solving skill ability. In order to develop critical thinking, you need to be provided with in-depth problems for students. If you do this as a teacher, you need to engage your class in discussions, allow them to utilize digital tools, provide peer/individual reflection time, and instill that there is no correct answer when we are critical thinking. And please provide manipulatives if needed, depending on the situation. Off to the side is a diagram of critical thinking that you could utilize in your classroom when teaching critical thinking to your students. You could display this chart to your students and talk about the different things that you're going to be doing while critical thinking. Practicing critical thinking is only going to make us better. We want to encourage our students to utilize all their time to think. A lot of times kids waste their time, so we want to encourage them to use their time to be thinking or be critical thinking. Provide a critical thinking problem once a day. This would be easy. You could do this in your classroom in the morning or before math or before reading. Also, teach and relate problems to the intellectual standards. This will help the students understand better how to critical think and what they need to do in order to do so. Have students write about their critical thinking, have them reflect in writing about their own character, and encourage them to be humble problem solvers. We do not want them to be egotistical. Provide students time to experience other cultures so that they may understand that their way is not the only way. Have students write about their feelings and discuss them with a peer, and have students reflect, after all, group discussions and also when learning about other cultures to once again understand that their way is not the only way. Here are some examples for critical thinking in the classroom. You could do close readings where you talk about different types of vocabulary. You could hypothesize about experiments. You could build something. For example, a floatable boat, the tallest tower, a graphic organizer. You could story predict, math journaling, and debate an issue. Let's study critical thinking careers in our classroom. I believe that if we expose our students to critical thinking careers, they will be more apt to want to be critical thinkers. Here are a list of jobs that we need to critical think in. Doctors, surgeons, nurses, lawyers, judges, politicians, teachers, counselors, scientists, coaches, firefighters, police officers, dentists, probation officers, astronauts, marine biologists, pilots, detectives. The list is endless. Let's instill and study critical thinking traits. People who are critical thinkers are purposeful, curious, provide clear communication, logical, rational, they're diplomatic, confident, they recognize issues. They are lifelong learners. They're motivated, they're influential, they're leaders, they're empathetic, good listeners, creative, and open-minded. When we teach and encourage critical thinking, we empower individual lives and invest in our collective future. Here is a reference list of all the information that I gathered to create this PowerPoint. Thank you very much for watching this PowerPoint.